coffee. Hey everybody, it is Erin or Gimme Yarn 418, and this is Thank God It's Finished or TGIF. I'm realizing I forgot something, but that's okay. Today is Friday, March 3rd, 2017. It's a sunny and really cold day in Vermont. We were spoiled last week. We were in the 60s, high 50s, low 60s. All our snow predominantly has melted, and now we're going back to winter, at least temporarily, but that's okay. Doesn't really bother me. Um, yeah. All my projects this week you have never seen before because I don't think I had any whips last week. Um, so yeah, what has been going on? Not too much. Not too much. Seth is home right now, waiting for the next step in treatment. So yeah, he seems happier and a little bit more himself. Um, okay, let's get right into the knitting and crocheting because there's been a lot of crocheting. In fact, mostly crocheting. I was on a toy kick. All of a sudden, I needed to knit Nelson the Owl, which is a pay-for pattern from Fresh Stitches. I love that pattern. It's so much fun and it's easy. And I had a lot on my mind this past week. I was down in the dumps for some reason. Just life, nothing catastrophic has happened or anything like that. Sometimes you get the blues. So I needed something that was fun, but easy. And I would consider this project fun and easy. The pattern is amazing. It's very detailed and walks you through every single step. And I've made it before. So I made 3 of them. The first one is Octavia. She was the first one. And these are all out of Loops and Threads Impeccables. So here is Octavia. I think she is just adorable. She says, "Hi guys, hoot hoot." I can't remember the colors. This is True Gray, I know that. This is Erin, but I don't know the other 2 colors. And I opted not to do the ears that the pattern calls for. I really like these little wispy things for owls. I put them on my owl hats too. I haven't made an owl hat in years. But, so there's that one. Octavia. They all have O names. I just put Octavia on top of my notes so I can't see what their names. Whoa, she's falling. Then I made Olga. Here's Olga. This is Arbor Rose. I know this because I know that this is one of Z's favorite colors, I believe. And Erin. And then I don't know what the green is, and I don't know what the yellow is. So there's Olga. She's so cute. She's so cute. And the last one is Oliver. And this is Cool Blue, I think, or Clear Blue. And Erin. I don't know what the green is, and I don't know what the yellow is. So they're so cute. 2, 3, owls, hoot, hoot, hoot. I think I'm going to keep this one because I love pink, but I want to keep them all, but I won't. Some will go to the hospital because I have plans for more. Some will go in the Etsy shop to keep money for travel expenses. Anyway, long story long. So that is Nelson the Owl from Fresh Stitches on Ravelry. I believe the pattern is $5, but do not quote me on that. Next, out of some new yarn, is the Dragonfly Corner to Corner Blanket. It's by Marley Bird, and it is, if you look for it on Ravelry, it's in my project pages. There's an option to buy the pattern for $1.99 as a PDF, but there's also a link down below to read the pattern from her blog. I opted to read the pattern from her blog, although it would be totally worth the $1.99. Just trying to spend as little money as possible right now, because traveling can be expensive. And anyway, so I finished it, and I'll tell you about the yarn after. I used 2 balls of what I used, and the edging is in a different yarn. Can't even see it all. It's 38 by 38 inches square. This is for Zelda. She asked me to if I would make it for her. Well, she has to hire me to make it for her. And I said no, that I would just make it for her. There you go. And the edging is just some Bernat baby. Like I said, I'll tell you about the yarn in just a minute. But this will be going in the mail mañana. 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 I have Bailamos stuck in my head. Last but not least, I can't remember what the pattern is called. It's on my project page. Hold on a second, and I will tell you. Oh, technical difficulties. Look at the top of my head. Lovely, lucky you. This is called the Super Soft Merino Hats for Everyone by Pearl Soho. It's a free pattern. I think you can see that. There's a link on my project page, as always. So I had, in my prize pack from Red Heart last year, I got 2 skeins of the Red Heart Reflective, which I was really excited about because I had wanted to get some to make a hat for Kristen when she's outside after dark with the dogs. But they weren't selling it around here. So I got 2 skeins. One is in the color gray and one was in the color neon orange. I made the women's size, but on size 10 needles instead of 11s. And I made it. Anyway, this is Kristen's. And you can't tell that it's reflective right now because it's not dark outside. But you can see those white flecks is reflective. So when she wears it outside at dark, it'll illuminate like a reflective vest. It is a bulky number 5, and it's extremely scratchy. The reflective thread that goes through it, I would say, is akin to steel wool. It's really, really scratchy. But when you have it on, it's not too bad. That's kind of a lie. We have these really thin fleece hats, and we'll probably wear that underneath it. So this one is Kristen's. It's a little smaller. And then I made one a little bit longer for myself. Kristen has a smaller head than me, just in the opposite colors. Yeah. And then I made a pom-pom to try and use up the rest of the yarn. Pom-pom is probably going to fall apart if I wash it because it's extremely loose for some reason. But that's okay. We won't have to wear these very much. It's really just for when we're outside walking the dogs after dark. Yeah. So it was a great little pattern though for some bulky yarn. There's a lot you can do with it because, like I said, I just added some stripes, and I did do jogless stripes. Here's my join, and it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Not my best, but not too bad. So 2 hats. It's quite, when you feel it in your hand, it's extremely scratchy. Let me over my pom-pom. It's not too bad on your head actually. I can't feel it, but when you run your hands over it, there's definitely a texture to it. So 2 of those, and this is all I have left. And I actually think that I'm going to get some cheap leashes from, not leashes, some inexpensive collars. I get my collars at Big Lots because they're really good quality and they're super duper inexpensive. And I think I'm going to knit a tube around them so that the collars are reflective with what's left over. I almost said Seth. For Max and Molly. Gosh, Seth is on my brain. And that is all my finished objects. Not all. That's actually quite a bit, considering Sunday I wasn't home all day. Tuesday I wasn't home all day. It's pretty good. I do have one whip, and it is out of this yarn, which Terry gave to Kristen when he was here. And she said, will you make me some socks? And I said, of course I will. So I'm almost to the heel on the first sock. These are my redemption socks. When I finish these socks and they match, they're not going to match so stripe-wise, but size-wise, heels in the same place-wise. When I finish these socks, I'm going to go back to the heritage socks, the blue and pink socks, and tackle those. So I just started this yesterday because Kristen had a travel day for work, which she rarely does. So I planted myself on the couch and knit her half a sock. And that's my only whip. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't really have a lot of whips going on at one time, with the exception of the scrap yarn blanket, the crochet granny, and the sock yarn blanket, because those, I don't really consider those active projects, just because I just knit on them when the mood strikes me. For the sock yarn blanket, I do 1 square a day, and the 2 round granny scrap yarn, I just do it when I have acrylic scrap. So what else? Oh, today is March 3rd, which means the Down the Rabbit Hole shawl is available for purchase on Ravelry. As for the rest of the year and the rest of my patterns, all proceeds will be donated to the Seth Botari Fund. I have not made the donation for March yet. I need to wait till my bill is finalized, which I think I got the email today that it was finalized, so I can pay all the Ravelry fees for that. And I got an email last month after I paid the Ravelry fees that for the month of January, if you were donating your proceeds to a charity, they were going to redonate all the fees you paid back to that charity. So last month, I just got the email this morning, they redonated the up to, I think it was up to $15, and I had more than $15 in Ravelry fees. So they donated $15 to the Seth Botari Fund from pattern sales, which was so awesome, and upped how much he was getting. So I will probably be doing that this weekend, take care of that, the donation to Seth, and for February, and I will let you guys know what the number is that we donated for February. Thank you to everybody. I actually released the pattern last night, and I woke up to 26 sales, which is like, whew, my eyes have started leaking. It was very touching. Oh, coffee, I love you. Anyway, what is up next? Everything. I just want to knit, crochet, everything. Everything. I don't really have any plans because I want to, every time I see something, ooh, I want to knit that. Ooh, I want to crochet that. Ooh, that's pretty. I need to get a hold of myself. So, everything. One thing I really do want to knit, Steffi Bella showed her Quicksilver shawl. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So I've been toying around with some ideas for yarn for that, but I haven't decided yet. I have the pattern. I wasn't in love with it till I saw hers. Hers is gorgeous. Nice job. Nice job. But I don't want to buy any yarn for that. So, and then I want to knit and crochet some more toys, especially from that new book I got. And I want to make a Is it Timmy? Timmy the Timid Turtle? Biddy. I think I got a Biddy. I got a turtle pattern from the Pen Hooks and Needles ladies, and I want to crochet that one. So, and then blankets. I'm trying to have a blanket going pretty much constantly this year. So, yeah. I don't have any plans, but then I have all those plans. And then my hibernating projects, which I still haven't touched. I did bring one downstairs, though. Does that count? Okay, I got a few packages in the mail this week, and let's start. Okay, this is okay because it's okay to see mine. Let's start with this one. That came all the way from New Zealand, and I had no idea what it was. And it was from Rose, and she sent the sweetest, sweetest note. And Rose, if you could send me a private message, either on Ravelry or here, with your mailing address, because I can't read your last name and I don't want to get your address wrong. So if you can send that to me, I'd appreciate that. But Rose, this package was awesome. The first thing that was in there was some tea, 30 bags, Dilma for lovers of tea. Kristen's already tried to break into all of this, and I've told her, no, not until I make a video, because I got this on Wednesday. I haven't been to the post office since Wednesday. I go on Wednesdays and Fridays. I mean, Wednesdays and Saturdays, generally. And then she wanted to try this, too. Pam's Cappuccino. Ooh, you can't see it. Cappuccino. And for this, you empty it into a mug, pour in hot water but not boiling, and stir and enjoy with your favorite biscuit. I love biscuits. Because by biscuits, they mean cookies. And some Pascal pineapple lumps. Okay, these look really interesting. They're chocolate covered pineapple. And they sound great. They sound really great. Yum, yum, yum. Yep, those look good. But this got me the most. This is like exactly what you need when you're stressed, down in the dumps, can't handle reality. This is a magazine from That's Life, summer 2017, fast fiction. It's all National Enquirer stories, but they're really not true. It's so funny. The genie that played a joke. Poisoned by his new lover. My husband came back as a bird. I haven't read it yet, but this is going in my purse. This is going to be my purse reading. Oh, this is funny. Haunted house hunting. This was fabulous. Kristen and I were just reading the article titles and cracking up. Cracking up. There's also lots of puzzles. Excuse me. Puzzles in here, which I really like. So, awesome. Thank you so much, Rose. This is a great pattern. It was unexpected, and it definitely put a smile on my face. Sorry for the noise. Gotta bring that back down to the kitchen. And then I got this package from Zelda. Zelda. We need to have a talk, girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. And in that package was Mandala. Woo. I looked on the Lion Brand website, and there's actually a map of where Mandala is available. Here's the United States, okay. Here's the United States. Okay. This. Let me think. Okay. This is California, the southern states, up to New England. This is the Midwest. This is New England. This is where the yarn is. California, Oregon, Washington, all down here. And it stops there. If you're in New England or you're in the Midwest, too bad, so sad. You don't get $4.97 Mandalas. You have to pay $9.99 on the Lion Brand website. Not cool, Lion Brand. You're in New York. What about us? I personally won't pay $9.99 when I could find it for $4.97, hopefully, eventually. Anyway, Z told me she was sending it. She asked what colors I would like. I mentioned 2, and she said, okay, how much? And I said, maybe 2 of each skein. My camera just did that stupid thing again. Okay, so she said, how much do you want? And I said, maybe 2 of Pegasus and 2 of Spirit, and I'll shoot you PayPal the money. And she's, of course, shot me down because she's Z and she doesn't listen. No, I'm just kidding. She's very sweet, kind and giving. Um, well, she sent me 2 Pegasus and 2 Spirit, and also this 6, and there were 2 more. 6 plus 2 is 8, which is 4 times 2, so double, double, double. She must be doing the new math. Anyway, thank you very much, Zelda. I appreciate it. Let me show you what I got. First, we'll start with what I used for the Dragonfly blanket, which is Pegasus. She's actually sent 3 of these. She only meant to send 2. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. The Pegasus blanket used 2 of these, and like I said, the edging I used Bernat Baby. Beautiful. And she sent 1 in the Chimera colorway. She said there was only 1 of these because she was texting me while she was there. Those colors are very nice. She sent 2 in Spirit. Woo! Blues and grays. And she sent 2 in Gnome. Okay, so I'm going to give you my honest opinion on this. The colors are beautiful and the yarn is really soft, and after you wash it, it's super soft and squishy. However, and the yardage is really great and the price is really great. However, for a yarn such as this, where the whole point is to not have to weave in all these ends because it's a continuous coloration, knots are less than ideal. And in these 2 skeins, I encountered 4 knots, 2 in each ball, and one of the knots in each ball was in the exact same place between 2 colors. So that was a little bit frustrating. I know I've heard people mention that the Caron Cakes have knots. Until right now, have not encountered a knot, I don't think. And I encountered 1 knot in the sweet rolls. So I know knots are a fact of life, but when you're selling this transitioning yarn that does all the work for you, I don't think it's too much to expect there not to be a knot. So that's one negative. The other negative is just my OCD. These 2 skeins match. They start with green, they end with purple. Same colorway, they kind of should, in my opinion, because I'm OCD. These 2 skeins, same color, do not match. I'll still use them. I'll just have 2 more ends to weave in. This one here starts with gray, ends with gray. This one here starts with blue, ends with gray. So you couldn't smoothly transition from one ball to the next. If you're OCD like me and need your colors exactly the same. So those are the 2 downsides that I see, other than the North, the Midwest and New England can't get them. But the yarn is really soft. I washed this on the wool cycle. There's no wool in it, it's 100% acrylic. The wool cycle in my washing machine with Eucalyptus lavender. Smells good. And then I put it in the gentle cycle for 12 minutes in my dryer, and then I pinned it out so it was like just barely wet. It's really, really soft. It was nice to work with. It wasn't splitty. There were some thick and thin spots, some fuzzy spots where it wasn't really plied all the way. But all in all, I really enjoyed it, and it's pretty. It's really pretty. Um, This was another case where the balls did not match. So I needed to pull out a big chunk in the middle. My first ball started with peach. My second ball started with blue, so I had to pull out all this white and blue, pull it out to get to where I wanted to start. So, not the end of the world, but it's okay. Um, I would buy it again. I don't need to buy it again because I have so much. I have so many cake yarns. I'm staring at a whole bin full of them. Not a bin, a milk crate. I see 9 cakes staring at me, and then I have 5 more down here. So I don't need any. But I would buy it again. I'm hoping that the Walmart's up here will get it. Like I said, if you buy it at Walmart, it's $4.97. If you buy it on the Lion Brand website, it's $9.99 plus shipping. So I would buy it from Walmart. I would not buy it from the Lion Brand site. That price discrepancy is significant in my opinion. Yeah. So thank you, Z. Your blanket will be going out in the mail, and be on the lookout for Mandala yarn from Lion Brand. I would say it's right on par with the rest of them. I mean, you have to take the good with the bad, and the bad's minor. The bad's just being nitpicky, but it's so soft. It's really soft. It's gonna be great for a baby. So that is all I have for this time. I hope you guys are doing well, and until next time, I will talk to you later. All right, bye bye.